Well, this is my Fender American Deluxe Tele in Olympic white with a rosewood fretboard. I just got it, and I just changed strings because it had 9s on it and I wanted 10s on it. Some of the features. It's got top binding. It's got the belly cut here. It's got the heel cut up here at the end of the neck. The heel has like a bevel to it, so you can get your hand in there a little better for the upper frets. It has 22 medium jumbo frets, so you can play a high D there. It's got the N3 Noiseless Pickups, which I'm going to demonstrate in a few minutes. It's got the S1 switching in the electronics, and it's got what they call, I forget what they call it now, but it is the tone circuit where you can back off on the volume without losing highs. So that's pretty cool. It's got the locking tuners. This one is, like I said, Olympic white. I was kind of pleasantly surprised with the color of the Olympic white. I never had an Olympic white guitar before, and I was thinking it was just a solid white, like an antique white looking thing, but it's sort of metallic. So it kind of looks like snow, hence I guess the Olympic. The binding on the top, I don't know if you can tell, it's tortoise. I thought it was just black when I kept looking at the pictures. And I was going to throw my red pearl pickguard onto it, which I took off of a Squire standard that I sold. And the reason I sold the Squire standard was to help finance this. A lot of you may know that I just recently had a B bender, and it just, I mean, it was very cool, and I really like it. And if I had $1 million, I'd probably have one. But the learning curve is more time than I feel like putting into a guitar right now. I have been playing for over 50 years. So I really didn't feel like relearning it, having to put my finger 2 frets lower than I really wanted it if I was going to use the B bender and bring it up or something, you know, for a pre-bent note or something. So, I mean, it was just more effort than I wanted to really put into learning how to play it, although it was cool. I did like it. Anyway, I got this, and a couple things, observations. I'm not that crazy over the locking tuners, although, you know, they're nice. The strings stay in tune. It had 9s on it. I put 10s on, like I said. The Noiseless Pickups. The N3s were, varying reviews that I had seen of them said that they, you know, sounded like Tele's pickups. So I wanted, you know, if it didn't, because I tried some vintage Noiseless pickups on I think it was a Telecaster about 10 or 12 years ago, and I did not like them. They sounded like a humbucker to me. So I was a little bit, I mean, I had heard some YouTube videos of these N3 Noiseless pickups, and it sounded pretty good. I think I saw one with Greg Koch playing, or Koch or Coke, or however he says his name. And I mean, it sounded really good with him playing it. It could have been the amp he was using. I know he can probably make, you know, anything that I have here sound pretty good. And this is the most expensive guitar I've ever owned. Well, I did own that B bender for a few minutes, and this one's a little bit cheaper than the B-Bender. Anyway, I like them. I think they sound pretty good. Here's the bridge pickup with the vintage noise. I mean the N3 Noiseless. You might be able to see here the split on my nail. I smashed this finger a few weeks back at work, and when I smashed it, there was a hole in my nail down here, and it was okay until it grew out to up to here, and now it's really annoying to play. I have to keep filling it in with super glue and baking soda to actually play. But so I can't really, because I don't have any in right now, so my demonstrating is not going to be up to my standards. Maybe you all that have heard some of my videos don't think I have that high standards anyway. But anyway, and I'm playing my PV Classic 30 right now. The first thing I plugged it into was one of my Bandits sitting behind me. Actually, it wasn't the Bandit, it was the Express 112 trans tube. It sounded pretty good, but I wanted to see what it sounded like through a tube amp. So there's the I think it sounds like a Tele. Alright, here's the both pickups. That was with the S1 switch up. I'm sorry, down. Now this is with it up. S1 down. S1 up. I like the sound with it up, but it's not as loud, so I probably have to make some adjustments if I use that tone. And here's the neck pickup. Try it with a little up. Anyway, I think it sounds pretty good. Now, I didn't mess around with the tone controls. That's probably a little brighter than I would really play Killer Joe if I was really doing it for a performance. But Doesn't sound bad. I like the neck pickup. So there you have it. The Fender American Deluxe Tele in Olympic white with a rosewood fretboard. Setup wise, it had 9s on it again, because like I said when I first started the video. So I put 10s on it, and I did have to adjust the 4 lowest strings for the intonation after I put the 10s on. Nut slots were pretty perfect right out of the box. I didn't do anything to them. And now I'm trying to remember. I think all of them were good. If I remember anything. D. No. Alright, there's E. And the G's right on. I usually just use the 3rd fret as a reference point for the intonation. I figure that's, you know, if it's good at the 3rd, it'll probably be good at the 5th. And I don't play the, you know, I don't hover around the 1st position that much. Well, I guess I do when I play those cowboy chord kind of things. Now, I'm only using a snark. I do have a Planet Waves strobe tuner back there, but I'm not getting it out just for that because it's not that critical to me. I think it's pretty good the way it is. The case that it comes in is that molded SKB hard shell case. Really nice case. Let me I'll show you here. You can see that it is pretty nice. It's molded for the shape of the guitar. You get I got a leather Fender strap. It's a pretty decent strap. It's kind of nylon on one side and leather on the other side. It looks like a seat belt on one side. You know, I'm probably not going to use it because I don't really like skinny straps. Get a cable. Came with strap locks on it. The strap lock strap buttons were installed on the guitar, and you got the part that goes on the strap in the bag here, and the tool for the truss rod adjustment. And I don't see. I guess it's in here, or it may not be in here. The tool for the oh no, I'm sorry. This is the keys for the case. Keys for the case. So it's pretty nice package. And there you have it. The Fender American Deluxe Telecaster.